Yeah, I can see it's like it's green now, but it's not as high as it used to be.
Hey, there we are.
But it seems okay so far. I think it just needed a stop and a start. Is it okay on both things, YouTube and on Twitch?
Let me try YouTube again.
See it
You
on
are
both.
live on
Yeah.
YouTube. Twitch is working.
Okay, that's good.
Sound.
So the thing is, a lot of people have been having trouble in the last week streaming. I've noticed a lot of people having issues. So I wonder if it's just a Twitch thing or a restream thing. People are using restream. Right now, I see all the bits are high. There's no drop frames. Everything should be fine. Anyway, what was I saying? Something about... Yes, Monday. So when you arrived in the land, it was Monday. If we try and keep it as simple as possible. And you had a sleep at night. So today is technically Tuesday. It is Tuesday evening, as you were waiting for sundown, which has happened now. And Welvin starts work Wednesday morning, 4 a.m. And for the sake...
He doesn't start... You start in 2 days.
No, I start tomorrow morning.
Oh.
Tomorrow
Monday...
morning.
What? Okay. Okay.
4 a.m.
Cool. I know
Cool,
days. I know
cool,
days of the week.
Cool. So,
Ad is starting in 50 seconds.
Yeah, don't worry about the ad. Okay. If you don't want ads, go to YouTube. Truth.
Let me,
So, you then, after doing all of that, you then went back to Peter Alder's house, where you were supposed to meet up with Peter and Nora, who are going to accompany you in defeating these creatures who are attacking in the West Wood. And I believe this is where you are now. So you are there. He's ready to go. So it's all on you guys and what you want to do next.
I'm ready to go.
Where am I? Am I sort of...
Okay, yes, so this is true. So Zahas, basically, after the... before they were going to go to the hospital, Zahas decided that he needed more towels and went back to the inn. Went and sort of sorted himself out a bit and is now back with the party. The party are at Peter's house now, so you can go and sort that out. What the hell's going on with my hair?
So I think the first thing I would ask upon returning to the group is, did you successfully kill the creatures?
Yes.
Excellent. Are we closer to going home?
Wait, what?
Marcella!
Marcella's like...
Shot!
Yeah, it's true. You either need a shot or a deception check. What's it gonna be?
Oh.
Why would we deceive?
I am a failure player because I did not grab my dice.
Well, now you have a chance to go grab your dice.
I'm so
good
sorry.
save. Good save.
Good save.
Shall I make an insight for contest?
Yeah, you can. I'm assuming that he's going to do a deception check to be like, yeah, we totally killed these creatures. You can go home now. Bye.
I'm just going to take a stroll in the woods now.
Yeah. See you later.
I got a 13.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
See, in my headcanon, Zahas doesn't really want to be involved in the fight, so probably made an excuse.
There you go. You made an excuse.
To try and avoid the fight.
But then you happened to arrive back just at the exact time when you knew that they were waiting for sundown to go join them for the fight. Yay.
And they have a new companion.
Yeah, just all of a sudden picked up this stranger.
I guess the question is, will I have noticed our new companion?
Well, I mean, what's your passive perception?
It is in my sheet somewhere. 15.
Oh yeah, you definitely would have noticed that they have a new companion.
Lost in the nest of stones and braids that is my hair. He's riding on my shoulder.
That's true. He is riding upon Thundara's shoulder. All the more reason why you wouldn't have missed him.
Also, goblins are down there and I'm up there.
Yeah, but he's riding
So-
on Thundara's back, so
And
he's
Oh,
way up there.
okay.
Catching a lift.
Right. Yeah, that would definitely catch my eye.
Yeah. So, Marcella, are you going to roll that deception check for me?
Sure.
Or was it just that you forgot? Or you deliberately trying to deceive him?
Forgot what?
There you go.
Oh, no,
Right.
I didn't forget. No.
Roll.
Great.
I thought that, okay, I didn't. No, I wasn't like necessarily fully trying to deceive him. I was like being sarcastic.
Oh, okay.
So, but it made me think about the fact that I didn't have my dice. So
Roll for sass.
Actually, you know what you can do? You could do a charisma
Charisma.
check and let's see how sassy you are.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, I got a 19
Ooh,
plus
Ooh.
where did it go?
In
Oh,
that
one.
case,
Plus 1, so dirty 20.
Zay has his.
I'm going to take 3 mental damage.
Zay has his moisture instantly evaporates as he just got burned, but he's good.
Oh,
So
I love it.
So then I would definitely turn to Thundara and say, are you aware that, and sort of point to your back where you have a goblin riding you, a traditionally not friendly race.
Ew, and I spin around, forgetting that Snickle was on my back in the first place.
I didn't hear that.
Oh.
Are you shaking me off?
do you
I
want to
didn't
do
hear that.
a dexterity saving throw?
Me?
Yeah, Snickle.
Of course. Dexterity.
We haven't even got into the fight, but you guys are fighting each other now. It's a great.
22.
Oh man, well you managed to. It's like one of them like bucking broncos, you know, like you're on those like crazy like mechanical balls. You just managed to hold on, like waving your hand in
Wow.
the air, being like woo.
Do a little twirl while I'm.
Nice.
It's
Can't get
great.
rid of me.
Do I realize it's Snickle at some
Yeah,
point?
you do. You hear him.
Oh,
you hear him.
sorry, Snickle. Sorry.
I'm already injured. You don't have to make it harder to survive.
Zayhos, this is Snickle, our new friend.
Well, hello, Snickle. I must say it's unusual to see a goblin in such friendly company.
This is friendly company.
It has been so far.
I
That
tried
is
to
true.
eat him.
I come from a secluded village. We don't really associate with the, I guess, the raiding kind and the cruel ones. We keep to ourselves mostly, you know.
Nice. He's a friendly goblin.
Technically unlawful.
Oh. But
Okay,
are you good?
that's that possibility de-escalated.
Yeah. Are you happy with that, Zayhas?
Yeah.
Yeah? You feel okay, cool. So you've
I'm
arrived.
disappointed that we haven't fought, or they haven't fought the monsters.
No, of course. No. Well, I mean, it is just coming to sundown, as you knew, but no, that's fine. Sure. Love it. Okay, so now it's up to you. Peter's ready. You see him. He's got his, as we said last time, like he's got his axes. He's got his axe on his back. He's got a hand axe. He's put down in his belt already, like on the side. You see Nora's got this quiver of arrows. She's got her bow ready to go. It kind of turned to you, and Peter asks you, you know, basically looks to the sky, and he's like, "Is this sundown enough for you?" Looks at Welvrin.
Yeah, looks to be good enough for me.
He nods, and he's like, "When you're ready, follow me this way." And he kind of like starts to take the path into the woods. You guys going? Who's going?
I'm going.
I'm running.
You're running, Jesus.
I'm like trotting, maybe.
Sauntering.
I'm excited.
Okay,
I'm
right. Yeah.
sauntering.
Yeah, okay. It's like,
I
wanna
think I'm
kill
still
something.
hitching a ride. So.
Yeah, so you're still
Yeah.
hitching a ride. Can
Just kind of bumping
everybody
along.
can everybody roll me perception? But if you have a higher score in nature, can you roll me that instead?
Natural 20 for a 27.
Nice.
I got a 4
Cool.
with my additive.
Nice.
Perception 22 overall.
Wow.
19 perception.
19, yeah.
14.
14. So Zehas, Snickle, Thundara, as soon as you enter the woods, and Peter's kind of like down on the ground looking to find any tracks or any evidence of like where the enemy may be, you instantly spot some tracks. Snickle already has an idea because he was here being attacked by these creatures, and he already knows exactly kind of like which direction he had come from. He recognizes the place now. But you guys also see various signs of the, I guess, like the undergrowth of the woods being kind of disturbed, and you instantly are like, that's the direction. We need to go in that direction. Yeah? You want to say anything or explain, all three of you at once, to start shouting, it's over there?
I can smell them from here.
The dwarf breathes so loudly. Okay. Anyone else? He could see it because he's on your back and he already knows.
But I can't see them.
No, well, no, you can't see them, but you see the signs of
Oh,
where
you
to
can
go
see.
to find them, right? Because you're trying to
Oh.
track them first, so you guys can. The three of you have basically seen. The other two, no idea. Marcella doesn't even know she's in the woods yet. As far as she's concerned, she could be in the town. She has no idea what's going on.
This feels Thundara. I'm gonna spit in the mud. I'm gonna spit in the dirt, and then rub the mud on my face and says, "Let's go."
It's like Predator. I love it.
And I'm going to say, I think what our friend is trying to say is they're that way.
Okay. Cool. Peter kind of
Thank
like
you,
looks at
Zehas.
he looks at the ground in that direction, and he turns to you, and he's he's surprised, and he's like, "You must be skilled trackers to be able to know this, but you're certainly right because I can see their tracks heading off in that in that area. So let's go there." So him and Nora take off. And start heading down through off the path now, and they're going through into the woods.
I think I also have like some abilities to be able to detect or track stuff as well,
Yeah,
if that's useful.
I mean, at this point, I mean, you've already done it. Track, you
Yeah.
know where you're heading. You know where you're headed. It's going to take you about. I'm just getting the thing ready. But it's going to take you guys approximately 10 to 15 minutes as you kind of work your way through the woods to get to, and it's going to be the same spot where Snickle was attacked before. It's a small clearing within the woods, and as you approach there, you see some creatures. Now these creatures will be known to pretty much all of you. You will have seen them before on your adventures. These are twig blights. You can see, I guess maybe, how many do we say, Keto? Is it 15 or 20 twig blights?
About 20.
Yeah, so you can see in the clearing a grouping of about 20 twig blights. And you're not in the clearing yet, so you have, at this point, an advantage. They haven't noticed you yet, right, as you approach. So you see them before they see you. And I would say that they're roughly around, at this point, they're roughly around 40 or 50 feet away from you.
That's them. Those are the monsters I was tracking.
Those are the ones that fucked you up real good, huh?
Yeah.
If you're talking, can you all just roll me a
Whisper.
stealth check?
Just the ones that are talking, or
All of you. No,
Not just
because
one.
you're getting closer, so all of you can roll a stealth check. I just
I
want
got a
to get an idea.
17.
13.
13,
12.
12, yeah.
18.
Damn.
18.
These are good rolls today.
Yeah.
And I said 17, not sure if you heard.
Yeah. So you're all good. Like they don't notice you. You can go about, you can wander around, and you can speak in whispers. They're not going to hear you, so you're okay.
I think I'm going to climb a tree and be shooting them from up there.
Cool. So you're
so-
making okay. Yeah, so perfect. So this is a great opportunity. They haven't seen you. You've got the advantage of stealth on your side right now, so it's a good opportunity to come up with a plan.
Given I have low health points, or I'm feeling a bit, still tired from my injuries, it's best I keep a safe out of range distance, and also I can aim easier up a tree. So
I think that's the best place for you.
Yeah.
if you could give me a boost, Thunder, I'll just jump onto a
This
branch.
is
or
like
something.
one hand. Whoop.
Climb up to a branch.
Brilliant.
Ready to
Okay,
go.
what about the rest of you? What are you thinking?
So you said that we know them, right?
You know of the creatures. You've definitely seen these creatures before. I'll send you a picture. Hold on.
Will I
Yeah, I
know
was just gonna ask if
whether they are tough or not tough?
So you will know. You're a druid. You know these guys exactly. So hold on a second. Let me just put it in. So those are twig blights, and you know that they are not particularly tough, but their numbers are generally overwhelming, like zombies. Not hard individually, but they all come together and then they can cause you trouble.
Okay.
But again, being a druid, you're quite familiar with these creatures. You've fought loads of them in the past.
So I think coming into this, Zehas was quite worried
Mm-hmm.
and was probably just going to hide. But seeing what they are, knowing what they are, and knowing that they are chaff, essentially, I think Zehas is going to draw his scimitar and kind of look to the group for, someone to do the Aragon speech and let us run in.
and more
Or Snickle.
For
Just
Snickle.
for technical blah blah blah. As Snickle already got into a tree, how far would you say he is from the twig blights?
So
Because-
it's about 40 feet, 40 to 50 feet away.
Okay, just because of range with his weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I've got thing though.
60, I believe.
Sharpshooter.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm gonna pull out my quarterstaff and just prepare. Be ready.
Cool.
I am going to do the same.
I'm ready to go.
Nice. Okay, so let me just get my notebook. So I need to write down some numbers, eh? We don't need a map for this because it's literally just you guys in a clearing with a bunch of twig blights.
Theater of the mind.
Yeah,
These
exactly.
twig blights are, I guess, just medium-sized creatures, right?
They are small plants. Yeah.
Like shrubbery.
It's
Shrubbery.
basically mini Groot.
Yeah, think of like mini Groots. That's exactly what they
Like-
are.
Like in between baby Groot and teen Groot, or like preteen, like a
Yeah,
preteen
like
Groot.
adolescent Groot. Yeah.
So
Okay,
they'll be like
okay.
my height, basically, if they're small, right?
Yeah. Then yeah. They're about that height. Yeah, small.
So I can just like
Kick
step
them.
on them.
I mean, you absolutely can. Okay, so remember now so this is an important point for both all you guys and anyone watching as well. One of the biggest weaknesses of D&D and D&D 5th edition is that fights are boring and they can get extremely dull, especially when there's a lot of enemies. So, more homebrew rules. We've already discussed the advantage rule, the height advantage, and the disadvantage if you're lower than they are. But the other thing that I want to bring in that you guys can do in fights is it helps if you get creative with your fighting. So, for example, in most cases, it's like, oh, I'm going to hit this one enemy and I'm going to do this. I am going to let you guys embellish and do a few more things. For example, if you're surrounded by 3 enemies and you're like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get my quarterstaff and I'm going to sweep the legs of 3 enemies, right? That's what I want to do. And what I will do is I may increase the difficulty of the roll, right? To make that happen. So it's not just going to be a standard, there's one enemy, I'm going to hit that one enemy. Okay, it's done now. Now I wait for my next turn. If you want to do something crazy, go for it. If you want to pair up with somebody else, for example, Thundara's like, I'm going to run in, and Snickle's like, I'm going to jump onto her back. And as I do, I'll let fly a few arrows. Then me and Thundara will run into a blight, whatever. I don't care. If you say it, I will try and come up with some kind of difficulty to make that happen. Doesn't mean it's going to be possible, right? You could fail miserably, but it will be more interesting than just like, I turn and face this one, and then I hit it, and then I turn and face that one. So how interesting or creative it is completely up to you. And that was the one thing. Oof. And the other thing was something else I lost as I was rambling about the first thing. So anyway.
I guess while you think of that, I'd like to add that you are fragile. You're not a god. There's no shame in running away if you guys are like, this might be too much. You don't have to stand your ground.
You clearly don't know the tribe I came from.
It's like D&D is more about surviving than trying to stand your ground.
Mm-hmm.
You can always try again another time.
How many do we see?
You see 20.
20. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, before we get going, here's what I'm thinking. Is I'll light a torch.
Maybe you could tell this to the group.
I am.
Yeah, we're whispering to
As
each other.
Derek. Okay, it felt like you were asking a question. You're good.
I was thinking the same thing. If we find some dry branches.
I have torches in my bag. So if you and I light torches and throw them as a signal to Thundara to go in and start tearing shit up, maybe we'll be in a better position because wood is flammable.
Well, I was thinking of using the torch against them, as I have fought them before, and fire is not something they enjoy.
I have
I like
torches
it.
too. I will rain fire from above.
That's fair, right? That's not me metagaming. I've fought them enough to know that.
Cool. I mean, you, as a druid, you have most likely commanded twig blights through some spell in the past, right? Or through a staff or something. You will be aware of it for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll sort of say to the group, they are weak individually, but many of them could overrun us. Whereas if we use fire, that gives us an advantage. And also be careful, because I cannot use Kagim here to help you.
I have a torch and a tinder box.
I have an actual, like a D&D question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are twig blights something that exists in nature, or are they something that is conjured and controlled?
They are conjured and controlled. They don't exist naturally in nature.
Oh, okay. Cool beans.
They're generally conjured by druids.
Oh,
Catch
Trig.
him!
but definitely like normally evil druids.
Yeah, they're
What
not
are they
mine.
called?
I
I
promise.
think I wrote this
Wood
down
control,
wrong.
Yeah.
Twig plates.
Twig?
Mhm.
Oh.
Just make sure not to water them, okay?
His torch just keeps going out every time he tries to light it. Damn it!
Okay, I'd like to turn to Peter and ask, do they ever get bigger than this?
So Peter looks and Peter says to you, we've seen creatures other than these before, but these certainly tend to be the greatest in number. There are other ones we've seen that are bigger, but they don't seem to be here now.
Is there any sign of anything bigger coming like around the area? Like broken branches
Peter can
and-
go and do a quick investigation if you like.
Yeah.
So he kind of like creeps around the side to check to see if there's any signs of anything that may be hiding or maybe coming about, and he comes back around to you and he's like, there doesn't seem to be anything else approaching.
Okay.
So, what are they doing? Are they just kind of milling around a single area? They don't look like they're going somewhere.
Yeah, no, they just literally there. They're in that state of, so
They
twig
haven't
blights
been commanded.
can tend to like root themselves into the ground and then kind of appear like trees. So they're kind of in this state where they're in between kind of their movement state and they're like, you know, standing and just appearing as trees.
But they're standing in the middle of a clearing, right?
Yeah, they're standing in the middle of a clearing at the moment.
Aw.
Burn them. Burn them.
Surround
Yeah.
them.
I
And
was
probably
just
with-
about to say the surround, like, are we able to like circle them kind
Yeah.
of? Are they in a general area that we could circle around and then come from all sides?
Yeah, you absolutely can. Snickle, can you do me a favor and just roll me a history check?
Oh god. History is intelligence. Oh, 30-20.
Yeah. So you recognize this clearing, and that spot where these guys are is the same place where your portal opened up, and you arrived in here. So, this is the clearing, in fact, where they found your injured body and took it away. Now, so yes, for Marcella, you can surround them should you wish. The clearing is kind of like a roundy, ovally type shape thing. In terms of its distance, we've got a diameter of about 40 feet, right? So where they are is at one end of the clearing, you're at the other end. I give you a rough example.
So, question.
Mm-hmm.
I guess like out talking to the group, or I mean, I guess I don't know that he recognizes it as his spot. The spot. that
Share
he's-
it.
From where we
If I
portaled
found
in,
out,
are
I
we?
can mention it.
Well, I was just wondering if like
No, buddy.
did the twig?
We don't see that much.
No, yeah, we
Oh.
don't
We
see
can't
it.
see it
Why?
on stream.
Is it green?
Only on stream.
No,
Green
I-
screen.
Green
Oh, what?
It's just showing.
It should show.
Put a
this,
hand
no?
as well in front of it.
No,
No,
Yeah,
we
always use
see
your
screen.
hand.
on stream, just not on Discord.
Oh, okay, so you can see it on stream.
Oh, we can see it
right,
on
because
screen.
because
Oh,
Discord
wow.
is
So
silly because
weird.
Discord doesn't have
That's
it
weird.
doesn't have it's not a real green screen.
We are the little dot.
So the inner circle is
that's
where
the
they
big
are.
part.
The inner circle
Yeah.
is the enemy there. That's the whole clearing of 40 feet, and then that's you on the other end of it.
How long would it take Thundara to run that distance?
I think you can do
A turn
you
and
can
Do it
Yeah.
run
before
it
we
in a
enter
turn,
combat,
yeah.
right? We haven't
Okay. I
I
technically
think your
started
movement
combat.
What's
speed.
your speed?
I feel like it's pretty.
Should be 30,
30.
It's either
5,
30 or
40.
Oh, okay. 30, yeah.
30.
So
I have 30.
Question though,
Mhm.
that means that either these twig blights left when they thought your body was just like a goner and left you there. They left and came back, or these people found you with these twig blights still just like docile and like just planted their roots and just chilling there, came and got you and left without any trouble.
I
How did you get to the hospital?
don't know if I would know that.
If
Well,
you were
as far as I
unconscious,
know,
you
I
would have
fought
no
them and
idea.
I got unconscious.
Yeah.
Also,
Right.
you're in a tree. Did you get out of the tree to tell them this, or?
I thought we could. Do I have to shout it? Is that how far up I am or something?
Do I
I'm
I
still
know
forgot he
enough
was in a tree.
about the state that they're in to know if they're in some sort of trance where we can pretty much just walk up to them?
That's what I was wondering. Would we be able to just like walk up?
I mean,
Because we're not doing magic. We're not doing anything that's like triggering. Right?
Mhm.
Do I know that with my prior knowledge?
If we just
You
Okay,
would know.
it's-
You would know that they can detect you.
Okay. In which case, I'll see if I can like catch on to the message that's being dropped and say no, they will definitely be able to detect us.
I tried to get someone's attention with hand signals and try to get people to.
That's a good day.
Just do like a little,
Just like
do
start
like a little
go right,
dance.
two if you go
dancing.
left. It's a move.
That's true. It's a move.
All right.
I'm gonna go up the left side
Okay.
of the circle,
Mm-hmm.
about halfway
I'll go right.
towards them.
Nice. Okay, so you guys, so you're making your plan. Nice. Well, you got Snickle in a tree, Welvin taking the left, Marcella taking the right. What else we got? We've got two more. We've got two more peeps.
I'm kind of loosely staying close to Thundera because she's big and strong, and I'm not.
Good thinking. Where's Thundara
You'll
going?
get my dress wet. I would like to just plow straight ahead when I'm given the signal, right? When I see the fire start.
Mhm. Cool. All right.
Can I stealthily light up my torch and start lighting up arrows without them realizing?
Yes, you can actually. But before you do that, just do a. Ooh, now this is going to be interesting. Hold on a second. I'm gonna just pull up your.
I'm still
character sheet.
sus.
Schnickleback.
At this point, has everybody started moving? Like or Marcella and Welvin have gone.
I think they said that they've gone, so we're going to say that they've gone. Can you just do a dexterity check for me?
Is that saving or
Snickle?
just dexterity?
Just a normal dexterity.
8.
So as you take the torch, you start to light some of the arrows that you have, and you're all right. It's fine. You're lighting the arrows. However, unknown to you, you carelessly are just holding the arrows towards the leaves of the tree in which you're in. And so the fire from the tip of the arrows sets a light to some of the leaves. So a smoke starts to come out from the tree. It's not burning down. The tree isn't burning down. But you certainly, you don't really notice that there's smoke now starting to rise up behind you as some of these leaves behind you are burning in the tree.
Question.
Yes.
What season is it?
It is so where you are.
Are we talking wet ground, wet
No,
leaves?
it's
or...
not. It's warm. It's not. I wouldn't say it's like summer, but it's that in between spring and summer stage.
Possibility of a forest fire when we do this?
No, it's not that dry. It's not that It's not that hot.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it hasn't been that dry, right? You are, yeah. The place in which you're in, yeah. It's like in between spring and summer.
Did you say I didn't realize that I'm burning the leaves?
You don't realize. You carry on as you are. You just carry on as you are, mate.
Do I see the
No.
leaves?
So tell
burning?
me people's passive perceptions. I know Zehas has a high passive perception. He's going to see the smoke. He's going to smell it probably as he is just at the tree. He's below that tree.
I'm 12.
11.
Yes.
My passive wisdom is 17. I think I gave you my insight last time by accident.
Okay. Yeah. So
But doesn't matter.
you notice it. You smell it. You look up and you see smoke rising from the tree. You're the only one.
Okay, I guess I'll kind of try and mimic the TikTok dance to snickle back and be like, hey.
Do I notice?
Well, I'll tell you what. Roll me a perception check and let's just see if you are paying attention to what's around you, or are you so busy?
Natural 20.
Okay, yeah, you
Do
do.
I
You
notice
do. Huh?
Zehas doing this?
Yeah, I mean, you see. I mean, he's small and smaller than you, I guess. He's behind you right now, so you probably won't see him. But as he's lighting the torches from the corner of his eye, Snickle sees movement down below. He looks down and he sees Zehas. Now, this is between the two of you, so I mean, do what you do.
I think with one hand I'm kind of pointing and the other one I'm kind of doing that, like, turn around behind you.
So I acknowledge that. I think I have a water skin. I assume there's water in it. Can I use it too?
You don't probably even need to. You could probably just put out the leaves. Yeah, exactly. With your fingers, just to stop the smoke. You're lucky though because the blights haven't seen the smoke. So
Cool. Okay. Thumbs up. Right.
That's good. But at least you stopped the tree from burning down. Zehas, well done.
Well,
Where
these
is-
ones anyway.
We haven't even started the fight yet, but you guys are so good.
Where's Peter at the moment?
Yeah, okay. So
Good point.
Peter is going to enter in. He's going to circle around and try and take him from behind. Nora is going to follow Snickle's kind of tactics and make her way up a tree, but further along, so she can fire arrows from above as well.
And did Peter or Nora seem to recognize Snickle at all, or no?
No,
Okay.
they haven't said anything.
Yeah, I was wondering if they would have rescued me or not. Or something.
Yeah.
They haven't seen you. They don't know who you are.
I wouldn't engage in conversation unless they said hi.
Yeah.
I guess.
Cool. All right. So, are you all ready?
Yo,
Yep.
No!
Lip
No?
watching.
What's up, Marcella?
roll for sass again.
No.
Are you being sassy or are you actually not ready?
No, I'm not. I'm not being sassy and I am ready. I'm just I'm deep in thoughts right now.
Okay.
But I'm ready. Let's do it. I'm just
You're like, I want to fight, but I'm just waiting for a sign from my god, which isn't coming.
I,
The Raven call. Yes, well.
I would like to light up my first torch and toss it into the general center of the group.
Whoa. Before we do any of that, guys. Well, actually, we haven't started yet.
Whoever initiates, right?
Well, yeah, but we haven't started yet. We need to decide which order things are going in. So this is the other thing I was gonna say as well. I have no problem with you guys delaying your turn, right? If you want to delay your turn till after the enemies, or if you want to delay your turn until someone else has taken the turn because you want to work together on something, that's fine. But if you are going to work together on something with somebody, they need to be kind of within earshot of you so you could make a plan. And it might be that if your plan is intricate, that would be your turn, right? Your turn would be making the plan that you're going to execute in the next turn. Also, don't forget that when it comes to fights, you can also set up reactionary turns. So you can say, well, I'm not going to do anything until, something happens. So for example, Thundara might say, I'm not going to attack until a Twig Blight comes and attacks Zehas. Once a Twig Blight comes and attacks Zehas, then I'm going to do this before they can. right? I'm going to punch it in the face before it has a chance to strike, right? So you can do things like that, but you have to be quite specific with what you want to take a reaction to do, right? You can't just be like, I'm just going to wait for something to attack something and then I'm just going to, kill it. No, it's not going to work that way. But it can be more specific. So you can say, I'm going to be watching to make sure no one's going to hurt my friend Marcella, right? If any of these things come over to my friend Marcella, then so I'll forego my turn until that happens. And if that happens in this turn, I'm going to smash it. Cool?
Cool.
And with that, let's roll for initiative.
12.
3.
5.
Hold on.
8.
3, 5,
19.
8. Who got 11, Shasta? Was
I
it
got
11?
12.
12. And what was it? It's 19. Ooh, so who was the 3?
Me.
I'm
Who
going
was
to
the
go
5?
first to roll for
That'd be me.
initiative.
Zahas. Then Snickle.
You guys did your
8.
initiative, right? Your initiative bonus?
Rolled a
we have
2.
an initiative bonus?
Yeah, so I rolled a 3.
Then Thundara. And then Marcella.
It's at the top next to your armor class, Shasta.
Mine is empty. Is it supposed to have something in it?
It would probably be your dexterity.
+1 with dexterity?
Mhm.
Okay, so 13.
13.
4.
Either way.
By
it's
the
all
way,
good.
Mo,
12.
did we realize how many of them are there?
20.
20.
20.
Okay.
20. Okay, so
Yeah, real quick.
the one to go first is going to be Marcella. We'll take the first. Now remember, you still have, they don't know that you're there, right? Although this is the turn order of battle, you haven't yet engaged, so you still have opportunities to plan something, to let somebody go first, to do whatever you want, while you still can. Before
Our
shit.
plan was for Snickle to start, right? He was gonna like send off the first arrow, and like that was gonna be the was it? Or Welvrin? Was it
Yeah,
Welvrin that was
going to
gonna do
lob a
it?
torch and went to do that.
That
So I
was
think
gonna
that's
be like our
probably-
cue to, right? So
Do you also want, because you can still do that. You can all still wait and let Welvin go first and do that thing.
I think that's what
Yeah,
we agreed
my-
to.
Okay.
yeah.
So,
To
Welvin,
forgo
to check on what it is that you're actually going to do, you're going to light a torch and you're lobbing it into
Yes.
the creatures,
Yes.
right? You've gone up the left-hand side. How far up that 40 feet have you gone up that left-hand side?
About halfway up the clearing is what I said
Yep,
earlier.
that's fine. So you're about
Yep.
20 feet away from them. Now, you... All right. So you've got to throw this torch 20 feet into those enemies, right? So I'm going to need you to do an athletics check.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That couldn't be a better check for me.
Yeah. Well, you're throwing something a distance, so it's athletics. So I need to see how that goes.
Fuck.
There's your
5.
Brilliant. Okay. So as you light the torch, you get it ready, you lob it into the enemies, you see it fly up and drop down maybe about 10 feet away into the grass. Now, as this happens and it lands on the grass, simultaneously you see the twig blights all kind of like look up in your direction, because that's where they see it come from, and they are now activated into the turn order. So I'll roll for
Well,
their initiative.
Do we get a surprise round?
Yeah. You can all still finish your round because you get the surprise round. So your first plan of attack hasn't worked. You let Welvin go first, which is fine. It now moves back up to Marcella to take the turn. Then Thundara, then Snickle, then Zahas.
And did we all see and know the fail that was?
Oh,
Welvern's
you all
throat?
see it. You all see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn to Thundara and say, is he preparing, or was that the signal?
I was gonna ask the same question.
And I'm like,
Yeah, I see them activate and like look towards Welvrin and start like noticing that, and I run up and I guess attack one with my quarterstaff.
Yeah. Okay. So do you want? So you've got a choice. Do you want to attack one, or do you want to do something else? Do you want to do something a bit more fancy?
I mean, I would love to do fancy.
Let's do fancy. Tell me what you'd like to do, and then we'll see if it's possible. Like, you've got a quarterstaff. There's a bunch of these like, adolescent Groots in front of you. What is it you feel like you want to do?
I want to like kind of do what you said, but I want to hit him in the head. I want to like spin around as I do it though, and I want to like run up and spin and like hit him.
Okay, so they're 20 feet away. You've got a movement of 30. You can easily move into a few of them. How many of them do you want to try and hit? Oh, this was the other thing. The thing I said I forgot? I remembered. The other homebrew rule I put in with combat is aim is everything. If you're fighting an enemy and you say, well, I'm going to stab his foot with my sword, and it's successful, and the damage is significant, then they're going to be limping, right? They're going to have disadvantage on movement, right? Because their foot is fucked, right? If you're going to put an arrow through somebody's eye, they're not going to be able to see, right? So it matters where you hit if you care. If you're going to tell me you want to do something that specific, it is going to increase the difficulty of the roll. But the advantage is that if it works, you could have a way more interesting, fight on your hands. You can say, like, you know what? I'm going to slice his arm off. It's like, okay, well, you want to slice his arm off, Thundara, with your great sword. Cool. It's going to be far more difficult, and you're going to have to roll a really high strength check and damage to be able to do that. Right? But if you do it, the guy is left with one arm, right? And then, he might not be able to hold a weapon. So he'll be useless for attacks. So think about that too. Think about the place in which you want to hit things. Anyway, that's the one thing I forgot. So I'm saying it to you now. Anyway, carry on. So how many of them do you want to hit?
I guess since I'm just like on the outskirts of them, I'm not like going into the middle and like doing a ring. I'm just going to stop at the outskirts. I'm just going to hit an outer bunch. I don't know what it looks like. Is there like maybe 3 around or 4?
You could
That's
probably
kind of
hit,
like right there.
You could probably hit 3.
Okay.
Yeah. With your quarterstaff. So you want to basically spin around, whacking 3 at one go.
Yes. Can you remind me why the quarterstaff lists, I have it down as a 1d6 or a 1d8?
It depends.
And I remember you guys.
Yeah, so it's if you have it one-handed or two-handed, I believe.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But if I want to do my unarmed strike, when I use an attack action with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon, my quarterstaff on my turn, you can make one unarmed strike as a bonus action. Do I need to have one hand free in order to do that?
Yeah.
So I would do the 1d6 and then be able to do the unarmed strike.
Precisely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that, and then so I'll circle around, and then when I come back around, I'll just punch one.
Right. So the first thing I'm going to need you to do is roll your d20 and add 5. That's going to be the initial attack with the quarterstaff. It's going to be a bit more difficult because you're trying to hit 3 of them, right? That's your choice. So you may fail, you may succeed, and it'd be cool. So let's go for it.
I rolled a 1.
amazing. So
Was it amazing, Mo?
it was amazing because
Your
what
heart's
happened,
not in it. You don't want to fight them.
yeah,
It's
your
not. It's
your-
not in it.
your god didn't give you the signal to go, and your god always gives you the signal to go. So as you spun around to hit them, your hesitation caused you to lose balance. As you lost balance and your quarterstaff struck the first twig blight not very hard, it shook your hand. Basically, the quarterstaff has now left your hand. It's basically bounced off the twig blight and flown to the other side of the clearing. It's about 10 feet away from you. You have no weapon, and you are on the floor as you have lost
Lovely.
balance and fallen over.
You're
But
a
you
monk.
didn't
You've
take
got
any
2
damage,
weapons.
so it's not too bad.
She still has her bonus action though.
Yes, you still do have your bonus action, and you still have movement left, so you can still stand up because you didn't use all your movement, so you can still stand up, and you still have your unarmed strike.
I feel like wanting to make it smooth, I would just like then roll and just punch one of them in the shin instead.
Okay.
And then I'll stand up after that, but I want to try and be smooth about it, you know.
So it's like you fall onto the floor, but then you're just like, I'm just gonna roll and then punch it in the shin.
Yeah.
In the lower part.
Or I'll make it the kneecap. Let's make it the kneecap. Do they have kneecaps?
1 second.
Do they have knees?
So you can, but as you're on the floor, hold on a second. One moment.
It can be the shin. That's fine.
Sorry, I'm just being a lore bitch now.
Does it
Little
have to
bitch.
be? I didn't think it
You're
would be.
prone.
That's true. You are prone. Yeah. So if you
So I would need
if you
first.
try and attack from being prone, it would be with disadvantage.
Oh, okay. So I would want to stand up first.
Yeah.
Before I. Okay.
Sorry, I know it's very cool, but
Smooth.
Well,
I won't be
the-
smooth about it.
I mean, there's no.
I'll look
Fine.
at
dumb.
Okay. I'll tell you what.
Just as
I'll
dumb
tell
as
you-
Welvrin.
Well, I'll tell you what you can do, right? Because you can't just be prone, right? So what we can say is that you can use that movement because you do have the movement. So it's just that, I mean, it's one of these like finicky things where it's like I use my movement to get up and then I'm just going to roll and do this attack. So what we can do is let's combine that movement, right? So you won't have any movement left after you do this, right? But we can combine that movement as you getting up, going into a roll, right? As
like
your
I
thing.
do a front, like a flip or
Right,
whatever,
but
like a
what-
roll flip.
But what will
thing.
happen is that it means at the end of this turn, you will be on the floor, not prone, but you will be on the floor, right?
Okay.
You don't have any more movement to get up, so you will be on the floor in front of whichever blight you hit. Is that cool?
So how do I get up next turn?
You
if
can
I'm not
use the
prone?
movement to get up. That's fine.
it's half your movement.
Yeah.
Isn't
Also,
that prone though? Isn't that being prone? If I'm not prone, then do I get
Yeah. So I mean, in this case, I would say no because I am actively saying you're going to use your get up movement to turn it into your attack action, right? So you're using that movement to kind of like get up and go into a roll to punch, but at the end of that, you'll be on the floor.
then still they would have advantage
They
on
would
attacking
still have
her.
advantage on attacking you because you're on the floor.
gonna stand up very awkwardly
Mhm.
and I'm just gonna own it that I
Mhm.
fucked up and I'm just gonna walk over. Maybe one of them started laughing at me, who knows? And like I didn't like it, so I went over there and I punched him.
Cool.
And I
They,
was just
they can't
like-
laugh, but that's, I mean, you see their movement. They're like, as if they could laugh. They're shaking. But
there we go. That works.
Okay, right. Let's make this fun. Do me a couple of favors. Number one, I want a performance check. So do that one for me first.
Like when you
Yeah, at
trip and
least
fall
try and
in
get
high
up with some
school.
panache. Do like one of those
It's-
breakdancing things.
I feel embarrassed for her.
Oh yeah.
14.
Okay. Then I want you to do an insight check for me.
Okay. 12.
Okay. And then now do your attack for your unarmed strike.
Okay. 14 again.
Okay. Now can you roll me the damage of the unarmed strike? Which is the 1d4
Yes.
plus 3.
Yep. My hand is so warm. Hang on, I have another one. I lost it.
Another hand.
It was sticking to my hand. I got a 4 plus 3, so I got a 7 the total. It was sticking to my hand, and when I tried to shake it because my hand is so warm, it like flew off the desk and off into the corner.
So you fall on the
Yeah.
floor, you lose your quarterstaff, it's 10 feet away from you, right? You very quickly kind of just jump up, right? Dust yourself off like this. You see the trees kind of like shake. You see that shaking and you see that and you identify that as they're laughing at you. So you literally just walk over to one and you punch it in the face to death and it lands dead right at your feet.
Okay. Cool.
Wolverine likes
Redeemed.
that.
I can see that Welverin's now thinking, what cool shit can I do? And then rolls an 8.
Yep.
See, I imagine it as like the scene in the movie where the guy realizes that the girl is a babe when she takes her glasses off. And he just fell in love with her.
Hold on. Okay. Next is Thundara.
Okay, well, Thundara just went through a roller coaster of emotions because she saw Marcella, eat shit. And so she was wanting to run out and go help her immediately, but then she saw her being a bad bitch, punch her in the face. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say, "Fuck yeah, Marcy!" And I have my axe above my head and I'm running. And I'm gonna run. That's my turn. I'm gonna run to get near the bad guys for my turn.
Okay, so at this point, because Zahas is with you, do you want to take a turn with Zahas, or is Zahas just going to basically follow up behind you afterwards?
Could grab him by the wet hand and just drag him.
It's up to you guys. I mean, you have an opportunity at this point. If you want to do this, you can, but I will let you kind of, because the thing is, I'll walk you through these kind of tactics now, but then in the next fight or the next round, you guys have to plan it for yourselves. But I'm deliberately kind of like dropping in ideas and hints so you guys can start thinking about how you want to play the next rounds and the next battles and stuff. So yeah, because he's right next to you. Do you want to work? Because he did say my plan is to stick close to Thundara. So how do you guys want to do this?
I have a plan.
Okay.
For what I want to do, but if you do just grab my hand and yank me along, there's nothing I can do to stop you.
For consent before grabbing your hand and say, "You want to go?"
Oh no, you go ahead.
Okay.
Marcy!
Cool.
Are these guys on the right side, by the way?
These guys are right below you.
Right in the middle.
Oh, they stayed in the middle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they're right below you are. So tell me, Thundara, what's going down?
My speed is 30.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm just trying to get as close to the center as I can in this turn.
Yeah, so you can use your speed, and then what you can do is you can use your turn to get all the way there. But then obviously then you don't get any more attack or anything, but you can, get to there.
So I can make it to the bad guy?
Yeah, you can make it to them. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the other
thing. But then I
thing
can't do anything once I'm there, yeah?
No. So that's the other thing you can do is you can use your turn to increase your movement speed should you wish. Right? Instead of taking an action, you can use that to do other things, like what would otherwise be things like disengage or hide or all of these other things, right? You can do all of those as a turn instead of attacking. So in this case, you use your turn to move.
Got it. Do I have anything like I don't remember what it's called, like the attack of opportunity, like if they land a blow on me? Or is
That has to
just
be
for-
that has to be a reaction. You have to basically say that would be what you want to do. So you could move 30 feet, and then as your turn, you could then say, right, I want to use my action as like a reaction. If they come at me to attack, I will use an attack of opportunity to like hit them first.
That's what I want.
Okay,
I want
cool.
that.
You can do that. So
I want
anything
that.
specific. So if they come in to attack you, you want to land the first blow. So you're basically ready. You're waiting and watching. So you've moved 30 feet and now you're basically like this. If any of them come at you, you're going to get them before they have a chance to land a hit on you.
Yeah, I think I just want to swing at them with my great axe if they
Cool.
come at me. That's
All right. That's your plan. That's
What I can
fine.
do.
So we'll leave it. It may come to fruition. They may not come at you. We don't know.
It's funny because I just, war scream charged and then just stop dead in the middle and
I
wait
love
for my
that.
next
It's just
turn.
like, "Rah,"
I want to
Alright.
imagine Thundara mid-air waiting for someone to just.
Someone
if
give me the
you-
go ahead.
If you used your movement and your action to get there, you could use your bonus action to rage.
Oh yeah, because you have
Yes.
rage.
I do have rage, but
course.
isn't rage like blackout, just aim to kill, and aren't they just like, sticks?
Not
It
unless
just-
there's a
it-
personal rule.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so.
Basically, a barbarian should always be in rage.
Okay. I'll do what I'm
Having
told.
played one
really.
last time myself.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I don't want to make the calls for you, because although you don't have the intelligence of tactics, you do have wisdom,
Mhm.
right? You have some level of streetwiseness about you, but that it just goes. I guess the question is your anger at seeing Marcella fall over, but then the excitement of then seeing her be a
Right.
badass, does it override your kind of street sense to be like, I don't want to waste all my powers on these losers?
Yeah, that's kind of. I don't think I'm raging. I don't feel the rage.
Okay. You don't feel the rage. That's fine. You don't have to
I
feel
don't
the
feel
rage.
the
It's
rage.
up to you.
I'm just not in the mood. I have a headache. I don't
I didn't eat enough cake.
know. Just eating a roll from my bag while I wait for everybody to take their turn, I guess.
Although I would say it would make sense, but your flaw is that violence is your answer to almost any challenge. So if you have an opportunity to be violent, I don't think you would back down from taking an opportunity to be violent based on your own character flaws.
Can I get rage like it's something that I can like control, like a spell essentially that I would cast, like, or 'cause I just in my head I thought it was something that just kind of happened.
It's an ability, so you
Hmm.
can use it whenever you want. The
So it
caveat
ends.
is,
It ends if you don't attack.
yeah,
This changes
get
things.
attacked.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know
Exactly.
that. Then yeah, I want to rage.
I want to.
I would like to rage.
The best rage. Okay, so for those listening, for rage, in battle, you fight with primal ferocity. On your turn, you can enter rage as a bonus action, which you've done now, right? Because we've now determined that you're going to use your action to get there. You're going to use your movement to get all the way to them, and then you will enter rage. While raging, you gain the following benefits if you aren't wearing heavy armor. What armor are you wearing? No heavy armor.
I'm not wearing any armor.
You have an advantage on your strength checks and your strength saving throws. When you make a melee weapon attack using strength, you gain bonus to the damage roll. That increases as you gain levels as a barbarian, and that's shown in the rage damage column of the barbarian table. So if you don't have that up in front of you, I would suggest you kind of. You also have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Google it.
What was it that I'm googling?
Be a 2 or
Barbarian
3 at
table.
this stage.
What was it?
Barbarian rage table.
Rage table. Okay. 5e.
Yep.
5e. So your rage lasts for 1 minute and it ends early if you are knocked unconscious, or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn or taken damage since then. You can also end your rage on your turn as a bonus action, so you can control when it stops. And
Is
then
there
yeah,
a link or something to this? Because there's a lot.
there's a lot. Yeah, hold
don't
on a
know.
second. I will get you the barbarian rage table. 1 moment, please. I would have thought it would have been right up there, but it's not, is it? So you get 2. What level are you? 4. You get 3 rages, and your rage damage is +2. So that's the additional bonus you get. It's a +2.
And the abilities for movement turn?
You get 3 rages.
It's basically each long rest.
Yeah.
You get those back.
Oh, okay, so like I could rage for this turn, it'll last a minute, and then I could rage in the next turn, and then one more time after that. before-
Like
every-
1 minute is
Just
like
once.
10 turns.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1 minute is 10
Or-
turns.
okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so don't worry. Or
You're
but if
fine.
you end your turn and you haven't attacked a creature since the last turn you took, so you can rage now, but basically you just rage. And then
Okay.
in your next turn you have to attack something, or you'll lose
Got
your
it.
rage. Yeah.
Oh,
So
gets
right
it.
now you don't, but basically you run right the way up to the creatures. You're holding your axe. You go crazy, and you're just like right in front of
Why
them,
I oughta.
Yeah. but you don't actually attack.
You're like a barking dog.
Cool. Cool.
Cool.
Cool. All right. Let's leave Thundara then for a moment and go to Schnickel.
All right. So at this point, I have a arrow taken out that's on fire on the tip.
Yes.
So it successfully did put it on fire. So I will basically, as I'm putting it on my bow ready to shoot, I'm gonna whisper to myself, like muttering, "The number one cause of forest fires are trees." And then I'm going to aim at I guess a cluster of these creatures that are as close to each other as possible that can catch fire from each other if they do ignite.
Oh, I see. Okay, so your aim is to basically get it into the middle of them so that they could potentially set alight, but then set others alight as a result.
Potentially, yeah. As much as possible, but
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Which bow are you using? Short bow?
short bow.
Okay. I mean, the distance is fine.
I have sharpshooter, which basically range is not an issue for me.
Yeah,
as far
okay.
as I can remember.
Perfect. I don't think there's anything else to worry about. That's a +9 on your attack bonus. God damn. Just trying to think of anything. Do you have anything else in your pack with you?
I've got daggers. I've got spells which I'm not using.
I'm trying to think
Something
of
from
anything.
your Dungeoneer or Explorer pack, maybe
Tinderbox, torches, rations, rope.
like a
maybe.
flask with something.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's a mess kit, but it's not.
I don't think he does. I'm looking at his character sheet now.
I think we're thinking the same thing though.
Yeah, we are thinking the same thing. The DM's minds are in sync.
Unless like attach a rope behind it or something.
No, I was thinking more like if you might have had like some oil or something like
I
that.
was thinking that earlier. I was wondering. I thought of that earlier. That I wish that we grabbed like oil at Peter's house or something if we had thought about it.
The general store.
Yeah, that could have worked. I don't know if anyone else, just out of interest, has like oil or anything, but that's cool.
I looked. I don't.
Bring wood and oil.
Okay, no, that's fine. I'm just trying to think how we can do it. It's going to be tricky. I want to try and do it in a way where the thing that you want happens, but I'm just trying to think how it could happen. Depends how good your aim is. I wonder if you could.
Yeah, at the same time, I don't want to shoot it close to like Marcella where she is in case they do catch fire.
Which you won't. It's fine. You know what? I'll do it. I'll worry about the spreading of fire, right? I'll do a separate environmental roll for that. Yeah, maybe there's a breeze in the air, maybe there's something that spreads a fire. Right, it'll be a random thing. Okay, I'll do it on the environment. I'll roll a dice and see if the weather favors you or doesn't favor you, and then it will just be random. You just shoot. You go ahead and do your attack roll.
All right. Let's see. It goes nothing. 23.
Yeah, I mean,
overall.
Yeah, I mean, you hit the exact twig blight that you're looking at, so you don't have to worry. And roll for the damage.
Damage is 6, 5 plus 5, 10.
Yeah, I mean, the thing basically fucking ignites. It falls on the floor. Now I will just check any environmental. Trying to think like what we can give it a chance out of. 50-50 is too generous, isn't it?
Even, uneven, yeah. I mean, roll a d100.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do, but I thought it's very generous. But go on, it's Omj. We can be super generous with other Mo. Okay. Right, basically, if it's any number between 1 and 50, the wind is going to carry the fire. If it's anything between 51 and 100, it's not going to carry the fire. Okay?
And this is one-off.
This is a one-off for now, right? It's not going to happen every single time.
Right.
Before rolling, you could also roll a d12 and give it a 3%, like 1, 2, 3 is 1, 4, 5, 6.
Oh,
and
right,
then...
right. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that's true, actually. I could do that. Man, Keith is making it harder for you, Mo. Sorry,
Math.
Where's my D12? Okay, here we go. Okay. No. I'm sorry. You kill the one, unfortunately, and nothing else happens. All of that build up for nothing. Sorry.
Is that one still on fire, just in a pile?
It is still on fire, dead on the floor on fire, but the others aren't catching fire from it. But you have noticed there is a fire.
Good to know.
I
Push on the fire.
also have a bonus action.
You do.
I can try to hide behind a tree branch because my class gives me hide as bonus. So I can...
Yeah, that's totally fine. I also should have given you advantage on that attack as well, but that's fine. We'll do that next
anyway,
time. Yeah. Okay.
So as far as the enemies, they should have seen an arrow and not be able to see me because I'm hiding.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Cool.
Nice.
Unless I need to roll a stealth check or something.
So next, the enemy is going to attack. Now the thing is, because there's 20 of them, right?
Are we still in a surprise round?
Oh yeah, you are. Sorry, you are still in the surprise round. So actually, the enemy don't get to attack. It's Zahas's turn.
Can I get to the quarterstaff?
What's your movement?
Quarter.
My movement is... It's probably 30, but just
If
checking.
it is 30, then
Yes.
yes.
I would like to get to the quarterstaff,
Done.
please. And then, so I'm holding a torch with one hand. With my other, I'm going to pick up the quarterstaff, free action.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to try and sort of safely, slowly throw it in Marcella's direction. So that when it gets to her turn, she can maybe catch it and do something cool with it.
8.
I like that. I
Dude,
like
this
that a
Baby
lot.
redemption.
I hope.
First, we're going to see if that works. Right? So if you're going to throw it to her, just give me the athletics.
Athletics, that is an 11.
Yeah, that's okay. And then on the other side of that, because she's going to catch it and do something fancy with it, I'm going to say dexterity. So can you do me an acrobatics, Marcella?
Right now, it
Yeah,
won't be
right
my
now.
turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, and we'll do it on your turn.
Where is? Oh, it's the first one right there. 10.
Okay. I mean, it's not going to be fancy, but you'll be able to catch it, so it's fine. Okay, so you'll get
That
your
works.
quarter stuff back at the start of your turn.
Cool.
Okay, so Zehas again.
Do I have any movement left?
You don't have any movement left, but is there anything else you'd like to do?
I have no bonus actions I can do
Okay.
without cagging, so that's my turn.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
yell thank you.
Yeah. Well, Vren. Oh wait, you don't get a turn.
Yeah. Well,
Is it-
yeah. Peter and Nora still have to go, though, don't they?
Yeah. They well, I mean, Peter and Nora are going to get involved if things look bad. Yeah.
So they're just looking?
Wow.
So, well, the thing is, I don't want to make it too easy for you. So they are there, right? They're coming up with their
Too
own
easy.
plots and plans.
He
If
threw a torch a foot. Kim biffed it.
If-
What?
I've done nothing.
They may have something. They may be
Thundera's
able
done
to
nothing.
assist. They may have some stuff that they can give you, but we'll all see how the next. We haven't even had the enemies in a round yet, right? The round is already taken 1 hour.
Your party is too
So,
big.
like, if you want to add 2 more players to this, no, I think you guys will be fine. But trust me, if it feels like it's not going to be fine, I will bring them in. Okay.
Where are they in the initiative order?
They will be after Welvrin, so I'll put them right down at the bottom.
Okay.
And they are actively looking at us.
They are
Yeah.
actively. They're
I
around.
would
Like, you
want-
don't worry about them. They're probably, like, as far as you're concerned, they're either like getting into position or doing something, like whatever. They're working on what they're working on. Maybe they're making a trap. Maybe they're working on
Okay.
something. It's only because I don't want to make it too easy for you, right?
Right.
By giving you more help. When I feel like you need it, they'll come in and they will kick ass, right? But for now,
'Cause
don't hold it against them. It's me.
Character-wise,
Yeah.
I
Well,
would want,
yeah, no,
I would want to see what they're doing, because is this a trap? Have we been set up?
No, you haven't been set up. They are working with you, but it's me as the DM who's holding them off, not them themselves. Okay, I'm just
But
holding them back.
Also, character-wise, I'd want to know if they're noticing what I'm doing. If you're catching my drift.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want them to
Okay.
notice what you're doing?
Well, on one hand, yes, in case you need it, but
Okay.
on the other hand, no.
They will
So,
be aware
okay.
of what's going on in the battlefield.
Okay.
Okay. But basically, think of it this way: like, they haven't entered turn order yet, right? So they're not in the fight. They're doing
Yep.
their own thing.
They haven't entered the red triangle in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, exactly. They're like a sneak, but they're not there yet.
I mean, if you've read Terry Pratchett's Guards, they will always arrive when the fight is over.
Are my key points magic? Are they? Is that considered magic?
I'd say that's more training.
Yeah.
Bless you.
It's like using your inner chakra, which is not magic.
Okay.
I mean,
Cool.
there is like a magical monk. I think it's the Four Winds, and then you would cast spells with your key
Mhm.
points, but that's spells.
But using
I did the element one, I think.
that is a spell, like the one that's got fire and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that
sorry.
is.
Oh, the fangs of fire snake.
Yeah, that's magic because you're like conjuring fire. But if it's like you're using the chi point to like take an extra
makes
hit
sense.
and stuff, then it's not.
Flurry of blows, for
Yeah.
example, or yeah.
Then it's not.
Okay, so that one is fine. Okay.
I mean, you can do anything you want.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but I want to be conscious of like my decision there.
Okay. So we now, because the enemies were in surprise and their turn is later on, we actually go back to Marcella's turn now. So now you enter in round 2.
Wait, wasn't Welfrin still, or
no? Because his turn was, they moved him to the top because he was throwing the torch.
all right?
So we move Welvin up to the top, and now we go through the rest of the turn order. So now, Marcella, it goes back to you. You've got your quartz staff in hand, thrown by Zehas. You catch it.
And I can't do anything like super fancy.
Of course you can.
Oh, I thought you said that I can't because I got a 10 on catching it.
Oh, no. I mean, like, you don't catch it fancily, but you caught it. It was a case of either catching it, dropping it, or catching it really cool, like spinning it in your hand and like doing a little twirl and shit. But you didn't do anything.
Gotcha.
I like to add flair,
Okay.
you know, for the visual component.
Yeah, no, I like that. I just, when you said it, I imagine like catching it and like swiftly like
No,
making.
no.
Okay.
You catch it,
Okay.
then you wait, and then you take a turn.
Gotcha. Am I like, who's around me? Do I have?
Yeah, so Zehas is about 10 feet behind you. Thundara is to your left, probably about 10 feet away to your left. And the enemies are in front of you. Everybody else is not in sight.
Yeah, there's one dead one in front of you, and 2 others that you didn't hit with your quarterstaff, also in the close proximity.
And still upset that they were laughing at me. I want to go after the 2 that I tried to hit last time.
Yeah.
So I want to hit one with my just straight up, just a nice little jab right through them with my quarterstaff, pull it back out, and then with my unarmed strike,
smack the other one.
Huh?
Yeah, then smack the other one.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was actually gonna say like an actual smack. Like I just want to backhand it.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good strike.
Heck yeah.
That's good. Okay.
Hopefully.
So let's roll the 2 d20s for the attacks first and see which ones land. So firstly, let's do the one for the quarterstaff.
16.
Good. Okay, now let's do the one for the unarmed strike.
Uh, 18.
Good. Okay, now let's roll the damage for the quarterstaff, the d6 plus 3.
I feel like I'm gonna pull that one. Yeah. 4.
Okay, and let's do the unarmed strike damage.
6.
Okay, so where are you placing this quarterstaff? Where do you hit this blight?
Right where I feel like its heart would be.
Okay.
If it had one. I don't know if it has.
Just like
in
like its chesty type area.
Yeah, just
are
in
you
its
like
chesty area.
You're actually like putting it in, or is it just like blunt force damage? Or are you actually trying to penetrate the bark?
I want to try and penetrate it.
Damn. Okay, in that case, do me a. What did you roll for that attack? That quarterstaff? The first one. That was a 16.
It hit.
Wasn't it? Yeah,
it hit.
It was 16. I think that one was a 16. The other, my unarmed, was an 18.
You don't manage to penetrate the skin of the thing with the hit, but the hit does kill the twig blight, right?
Okay, I'm still satisfied.
And so does your backhand slap. So you've got the 3 in front of you. So first one, you punched the one who was in front of you, killed it, and the other 2 that you were trying to hit either side of that one, you smack one with the quarterstaff, you backhand the other one across the face, and they both die. It's the power of a monk.
I love it.
Yeah.
I
Hey.
like.
I hope this turns into like a Legolas Gimli count off
It still
between
only counts as
Thundara
one.
and Marcella.
For my movement, can I step in to like be kind of like in the middle and surrounded by them? I don't want to take any opportunity of attacks by going like too deep in or anything.
Okay, so
But like I want to set up for my next turn to do like a full on like circle.
the thing is, if you
whip.
step forward, you will trigger an attack of opportunity from the opposing. So you've killed the 3 in front of you, right?
Mhm.
And you're like behind them, so you can step forward to where they were, but then the ones that were next to it will be able to.
Oh, okay, so the
will
ones
be
that
able
are
to
like
take an attack of opportunity if they want to. The one it would be the one who is who will now be directly in front of you. On your right and left hand sides, you're fine because there's enough space between you and the next lot of lights. But if you go forward, it's literally just like bam, there's another line of lights right in front of you. So you would take
so I get a attack of opportunity for stepping into a area. I thought it was only stepping out of an area.
You would, if you pass by their melee range, you could trigger an attack of opportunity. They may not. They may decide not to take it, but that would be very rare.
Yeah, I guess maybe I'm imagining the setup differently.
I think she just wants to get closer to them.
You can
like
get
not moving
closer,
out of
but
their
not-
range.
Yeah.
I didn't want to move out of the range. I just wanted to.
Yeah.
So my imagined for my next attack was I wanted to do a circle like with my quarterstaff and try to hit even more than 3. If that makes sense. I don't know where they are, if that's even possible. But
She basically wants to get surrounded.
Yeah. I wanted to step into
I think the problem is because they're so close together, trying to step in between them will definitely trigger multiple attacks of opportunity because they'll
I'm just
all
gonna
be
chill.
within melee range of you.
I'm just gonna stay right here for now.
Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah. Cool.
Let me just note down how many we have left.
I think we're at 16.
Yep. Cool. All right. So you've got 1 in the middle down, or is it 2 in the middle down? I think it's just 1, right? Because I think Snickle just hit 1. Yep. And Thundara hasn't hit any yet. Thayas hasn't killed any. Welvin hasn't killed any. Marcella's killed 3.
3.
Yeah. Nice. 4 down and 16 to go. Thundara.
Question?
Yes. Ask.
So I was looking up the barbarian class features because I have on my sheet reckless attack and danger sense. I don't know if I'm supposed to have both of them, but they're okay. So reckless attack is what happens, and danger sense is what happens when I go into rage, or is it a separate entity?
Danger sense is a separate entity. It activates when you have to roll a dexterity saving throw when a spell is being cast, or the other thing what it said.
Right.
Let me check again. Traps. Yeah, indeed. But other than that, that's only for traps and spells where you have to roll dexterity saving throw. Other than that, you don't have to look at it.
Okay, and then the reckless attack.
You can only use when you are in a rage, which you are. It gives you advantage on your melee, but the enemies also have advantage on you.
And reckless attack is just something I can basically turn on while I'm in rage. It doesn't automatically do it.
You have to say you are going to recklessly attack.
and then I'll give you
Okay.
an advantage. But then for that turn, the enemy gets an advantage on you
also.
as well.
If they
Got
choose to
it.
hit you.
Gotcha. So, where am I in? Like, where are the enemies
Right
in
in front of
regards
you.
to me right now? How many? Just all of them? All
I
that's
mean,
left?
it's like a line of trees, effectively, if you think about it. So you are basically looking at a line of trees. There's a few of them dead next to you, 3 of them dead to your right-hand side that Marcella has killed. One kind of like a row back that's dead. But otherwise, you've maybe got like 6 in front of you and then another kind of like 10, 9 behind you. Behind that.
Okay.
It kind of, I don't want to say they're in like 2 lines, but you know, it's sort of like together,
Like
close together, like a clump
a
of
messy
trees.
scattered
Effectively.
line.
Hmm?
Okay. Yeah, just reiterating what you said, kind of. Where's the fire that Snickle started?
Literally
Row
just
back.
a row back from where you are right now.
But like kind of like right in front of me.
Yeah, because you're
Like
in the
behind
center.
them?
Yeah.
Okay. How tall do they come up to me? Like, where are they in regards
they're
to me?
like probably waist high on you, I'd say. Same as
Okay.
Snickle.
I want to do something a little interesting.
Yeah. Hit me.
A little weird. I would like to basically enter linebacker mode and grab as many as I can and plow them into the fire.
Ah. Okay. Okay.
We're
You're
we're
what?
making s'mores tonight, bitch.
All right. Okay. You're what? 8 feet tall?
Yes.
So by that kind of reckoning, your wingspan, exclamation
I do
wingspan,
still
is your height.
I do still have my axe in my hand. I'm just saying.
Well,
Sounds
you
like
do
a
have your
little
axe in your
longer.
hand, yeah. You do absolutely have your axe in your hand. I don't think
Keep it
wingspan
moving.
works on here, Kita. Sorry.
Damn
So
it.
I don't have the mix it up overlay on. So you've got, yeah. So you do have an axe in your hand. So it can. So you're saying it can extend the reach of one hand.
Just like a little bit.
Yeah. No. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, your wingspan, your arm span, is going to be the same as your height. So if you're about 8 feet tall, your arm span's about 8 feet, but you got to curl your arms in. So we'll say it's going to be like, we'll cut it down. We'll say it's like 7 feet, but then you've got the axe, right? So let's make it, and it's a great axe. So let's make it a rounded 9 feet span. Are we happy with this?
Happy with this.
Okay, so it's a 9 feet span that you're trying to kind of get. Each of these guys around you, I would say, if you're trying to move them, you would likely be able to move probably 5.
No.
Yeah, you'd probably be able to move 5 of them, given kind of where they are and like the shape that they're in. I reckon if you reached out your arms, you'd probably be able to grab 5 twig blights in one go. Yeah, I think that's fair. And you want to grab those 5 and move them into the fire.
Yeah, just
so
run for it and
just
pop them in.
Cast them into the fire.
And now you get your raging, so you get a +2, but that's on the attack, isn't it?
Does this not count as an attack?
No.
I'll whack one first.
Wait, hold
bap,
on.
and then run.
You know, I'm just trying to see.
Damage.
It's the damage is what I meant. Yeah. So the damage roll. So you get a bonus on the damage roll. If you recklessly attack, you have advantage, but you do have an advantage on a strength check, which is what you're about to do right now. Because it's not a specific attack. You're going to use your strength to grab these guys all together and pull them.
Grapple.
Yeah, grapple them all. So you have an advantage on your strength check. Do you want to roll that for me now? Let's just see what we have. So roll it twice and give me the highest number.
And am I adding anything to it right now?
Your strength modifier.
Not the saving.
Not the saving, no.
Okay. So that's +4. Wait. Oh, 30, 20. I'm just giving you the highest.
Yeah.
30, 20.
Okay. That's going to be fine. You can. What you can do for me, just for fun,
Funsies.
not that it means anything, but you can also give me a damage roll. We'll do a damage as like your standard unarmed damage. So I think that's a D4 plus your strength. No, not plus your strength. What is it? It's a D4 plus 2 because you get the plus 2 from the strength additional.
Mhm.
It's a 2, so 4.
Okay, so that's fine as well. So yeah, that's going to be successful. You are going to be able to move all of these things into the fire. The fire spreads from one to the next as you squish them all together. They will die.
Yeah, they will.
But I need you to now do a dexterity saving throw.
Look, that's the D20 still, yeah.
Don't fall in. Got him.
That's an 11.
Um,
Saving throw. Still an 11. Still an 11.
Still
sorry.
11. I mean, it's not a fail, so that's fine. You just want to make sure that you're able to get out of the way of them setting on fire before you set on fire, which you do. You get out of the way. It's nothing fancy. You just manage to step back. You have enough foresight to step back before the ones kind of like fully set alight that you would get burned as well. You step back and watch. You see Peter's on the other side now, behind the twig blights, and he sees the flames reflected in your eyes and in the gems in your hair as you stand watching these twig blights burn. So yeah, he's very impressed.
This is the moment where I took off my glasses and he realizes I'm hot, right?
We didn't start the fire.
So is that the turn?
That's
then?
the turn, unless you want to move anyway. You've still got movement left.
Where? So now there's just some on the right and left of me.
Yeah, so we've just got rid of another 5, so there's 11 left. So basically, there's no more in front of you. They're all now in the next, kind of like behind.
Oh, they're behind.
Yeah. So I said not behind you. Sorry, behind the ones that you just killed with fire. They're around
so
there.
the
So
fire
there's no
was
more,
like.
yeah, there's no more like in
memorable.
front of you now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I just want to ready my axe to.
Well, you can't do that now
swing.
because your action's over. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they can just freely attack me.
Like they can with anyone. Yeah. You just hope that your armor.
I don't think Thundara would let that happen, but okay, go off.
Okay, so next.
Just a technical question. Sorry. She didn't really attack anyone.
No. Oh.
Nor was she attacked.
I was asking.
Well, I did
I
roll
could
the
attack.
damage for the because I considered the strength thing to be a bludgeoning.
I had the axe hit people died. I'm just saying.
I would say because she was forcefully
Improvised
pushing
attack.
people. I would say it's still an attack because it was with intent to damage and kill. But we got to play it. We got to play it free and loose.
I'll be less
Get with
slow.
times,
No,
Kia. Get with it.
Still bring all the rules in because you may change.
I mean, it's still like if I'm gonna say yes to you, then next time I have to say yes to you. So
Yeah.
don't. I'm
There
just
was a
saying,
grapple.
fine. Everybody knows it.
This is also a bit like Taskmaster, where what I say goes as well. So sometimes I might say Thundara gets it, and then the next time I might say no, Snickle doesn't get it. So it just depends how I feel. That's the other thing as well. If you can make a good case for your for your actions, you may sway me. But also at the same time, if Kita makes a good case, that may sway me, and I'll reverse everything I said. So in this case,
Mo
it's an
is
attack. You're still rage. You're fine.
Okay.
Mo is the Paula and Kita's the Simon.
What? I don't know Taskmaster. Anyway,
Oh,
I
no,
just
that was American
feel
Idol. We're going way
like
back.
it's my. Oh, I like Simon. Yeah, that way. That's Simon. Yes. Yes, I am Simon.
Right, let's go
There's not much I can do from up this position other than keep shooting. So maybe this time I'm gonna try and, with my keen eyes, try to line up a few enemies in one line of sight and try to shoot through them. So just a normal attack, I guess, but aimed that way.
Give me a memento. I will say, if the aim is good, and you do get advantage because of the height, if you can aim it just right, you could definitely get 2.
But good thing comes in trees.
Stop!
No.
Ew.
Earthquake.
Don't mess with the. Sorry, I was shaking the whole table.
Yeah, that's fine.
Most puns are great. Okay, you can go for 2. Do the attack roll first, and let's see how.
With advantage, you said.
With advantage.
Oh, natural 20.
I mean,
don't need to roll again.
Done. Okay. Now let's get the damage. But remember, you get to roll the damage dice twice. Only add the modifier once because you get the critical
Right.
success.
Yes. Oh yeah. Good point. So D6 plus, say, 6 and 2 8.
Okay. This is what happens. The arrow, which is on fire, goes through the head of the first twig blight, right? So it's like through. If you look at the picture of the twig blight, you see all those like branches for heads. It goes through the branches of the one and smacks into the head, into the face of the one behind it. The one who hits in the face behind it, his face lights up on fire and he dies. The one whose hair it went through, the hair sets on fire, and then as the hair sets on fire, the twig blight's freaking out. It's like, my hair's on fire, raises his hands like, what the fuck's going on? His hands catch on fire, and he aimlessly bangs into the twig blight next to him, who also gets set alight, and the 3 of them die, burnt to a crisp. Yeah?
Yeah. They do come in trees.
They do come in trees.
Yes. Take that. 4 already. I would hide again in case.
Yeah.
I don't think they have raged damage, but yeah, sure.
Okay, cool.
Might as well take a bonus.
Okay, now the enemy is coming. The enemy is coming. There's going to be 2 main attacks from the enemies. Because in front of where the enemies are, there's 2 people directly close to them. That's who they're going to go for. From the enemy's perspective, on the left-hand side, they've got Marcella. And towards the right, they've got Thundara. There are 8 enemies left. 4 of them are going to attack Marcella. 4 of them are going to try and attack Thundara. Okay? Now, the way that the enemies work is that they use their branchy hands to claw at you, and that's what they're going to attempt to do. Depending on what they do, it may be fancy, may not be fancy. We'll see. But they're going to move into your directions and attempt to slice you up with their, I guess, it's like a Edward Scissorhands, but if Edward Scissorhands had wooden scissors and they then caused you splinters when they attacked.
Like thorns?
Yeah, like thorns. I mean, maybe.
I
don't think it's more. It's like sharp branches. I don't like the thorns. I like
sharp branches.
Yeah, sharp branches. More than thorns. Like thorns are like thorns. These are like.
It's like broken bark.
Yeah. It's like sharp.
Crawling
like,
through thicket.
Yeah.
Like splinters.
Yeah, but I mean, they will cause you splinters.
Like a friendly fern.
So let me just get up your 2 count targets. So we've got Marcella's armor class is a 15, and Thundara's is also a 15. Okay, let's do that.
Which I have a question
Aye.
about my skin.
Aye.
Is my do I have? Cause
You are glowing.
am I like rocky? Do I have rock? Because I was.
It's because you're a Goliath.
Or is it just tinted?
Yeah, it's like tinted. Yeah.
Okay,
You don't have
thank
like
you.
rock skin. It is tough, but that's what gives you your armor class of 15.
I'm like a callus.
Yeah.
Okay.
You wear
cool.
no armor. You know, your armor class is 15. You're good.
Cool. Just checking. Making sure I had it right.
Okay, let's see. Three get you, Marcella.
Lovely. That's what I wanted to happen.
2 get Thundara. Okay, so for Marcella, the damage. $13 damage, Marcella, is what you'll take.
Dokie.
And some splinters too, which is never nice. I know, it's horrible, isn't it? And 7 damage to Thundara with splinters.
Did they mess up my nails?
No.
Okay, then we're fine.
Now we still have Zehas and Welverin in this round. Did you guys want to do those 2 attacks and then take a break? Because we haven't had a break yet.
That would be lovely.
Yeah?
Yeah, I could use a break.
I would love to.
Or do you want to take a break before their turn?
I want to break before my turn, I'll tell you that.
So should we just take the break
Maybe
now?
just like a break now.
Should we just take the break now, yeah? Okay, let's do that. So leave your cameras on so it doesn't mess up everything. And then we'll be back in 10 minutes. Cool? 10 minutes,
Cool.
grab a drink, grab a whatever it is, snack, and whatever else you need. Guys, people
Yeah.
watching, we'll be back in 10 minutes. I'll go to the BRB screen.
know this DG's full.
Welcome back in, everybody. All right, we have returned. There are blankets, apparently, so I'm being told.
Allegedly.
I've taken away my. Now I'm warm. Now my house is warm, so this is good. It didn't take too long, but I feel good now. The radiator's still blasting out heat. So we were like, normally it's on a timer. We're like, no, we just keep it on all the time now until the house is hot. Cool. So we're in the middle of a fight. Should we get back to it?
Derek thinks and nobody even likes you.
That wasn't very nice.
We were fighting.
What?
Nothing. Never mind.
Okay.
Not all joke planned.
I got it.
Thank you.
It's Zahas's turn.
I would like to see if there. So I have a couple of things I'm looking for.
Yeah. Okay. Go.
2, maybe, if not just 1, that are close together and look crusty, so they'll catch easily with a torch.
Mm-hmm.
But also safely far away from my allies and not sort of trapping my allies in if I do set fire to these 2.
Yeah. No, there
Or
are
1.
2 that you'll be able to attack. I would say their distance is about 15 feet away. They are next to each other.
Yeah,
They both
I'll
could
make that
catch,
movement.
provided you throw your torch in exactly the right spot.
Oh, I wasn't going to throw.
Oh,
I was
we're
going
just gonna
to
run up to them.
well, not run. I was going to casually stroll up using my movement and just
Casually
kind of
strolling.
do this. You know, like you do with a torch when you're trying to catch something
Waggling.
on fire.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a problem with that. I mean,
Boop.
to be honest, there isn't really anything that I could say that could stop them from catching a light if you did that.
I would
mean,
like to
you
do
are
that,
literally
please.
just setting them on fire, and they are trees.
Yep. So,
And it's
you know,
your
when
turn.
it gets back round to their turn, they'll take fire damage.
I'm
Nice.
happy with that. I mean, that I consider that movement and action. You don't have to roll anything. I mean, it's really straightforward. What else are you gonna do? Yeah,
That's me. I
I'm
have
not
no
even
bonus
gonna.
action.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say like, oh, because you're not even trying to run them. I'm gonna be like, oh, you trip on the way. No, you're just casually walking into the and setting fire to. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, why would I?
no
Why would I
problem with
risk throwing my torch? I like my torch.
Yeah.
You at least make it a slow motion, like on your blasters thing.
No, that's it. That's the way back. You just light them up and then turn around slowly and just walk away, just like sunglasses on. If you do walk away, though, that would be an attack of opportunity.
Yes, that would be an attack of
So
opportunity.
you're just gonna stand there and watch them burn.
Yeah, basically, like a psychopath. I'm just
like
gonna
Pandara.
You can't catch fire, right?
casually light them on fire and then just stand there and stare at them.
Casually arsoning. I like it. Let's go with that. Okay, that's cool. I'm happy with it. Well, Ren, you could learn from this.
Burn.
No, not a burn.
Yeah, I very much could learn from that. I'm gonna approach nondescriptly, and I'm just gonna swing my quarterstaff with 2 hands.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to try and take out the first at least 2 that I encounter.
That you encounter. Yes, I mean, again, that's from where you are. It's about 20 feet, 25 feet, which you can get to. Yeah. Do the attack for me. Let's see how that works out.
16.
Do the damage.
And it's a 1d8 for...
Yeah, 2-handed. Yeah, that's right. Plus something.
1.
Plus, it's whatever it's plussing. Should be a 1d8 plus... Where is your character sheet? Yeah. I believe it should be +3. Is that right, Keto?
I don't see his character sheet.
I mean, no, generally, just a quarterstaff.
It depends on
Who you are.
Yeah.
And you're a drow warlock. One moment. No, it's just a 1d8, not a plus anything.
He's not holding a torch?
No, I threw it.
You threw
Okay.
it, yeah.
Not far.
Then you can use a two-handed 1d8.
Yeah. So you just rolled 1.
Yep.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, you just attack. You hit 1, and it does a damage of 1. You weren't able to do anything too fancy. Neither rolls were high enough to
Yep.
be like, this was awesome. But you hit 1 and you did some damage. So it's not all or lost.
Fantastic. My rolls today have been good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I helped.
Exactly. I still get the XP, right? You just like it's in an MMO where you just like run in 1 hit and just stay in around the vicinity, so you get the full XP.
Like the old days with Pokemon, where you would call in your weakest, make
Yep.
1 hit, and then call him back.
Yeah, just so they get leveled up. Brilliant. Okay, that's cool. Welvrin's had his turn, so we're gonna flip back up to Marcella. At this moment, when it's your turn, you hear a scream from the trees. And it's Nora's voice you hear. And she yells out to you. She yells out to the whole group, and she basically shouts, and she's like, "There's something coming over there!" And she kind of points back in the south. It's headed right this way. I don't know what it is from over here. And then Peter shouts back, and he's like, "I'll get a closer look." And he kind of turns off, just following the direction that she's pointed to. Marcella, your turn.
So there's more coming in.
There's something coming.
There's something coming. Okay, so what does my area look like?
Yeah. So you've got this 2 twig blights on fire because Zahas has set them alight. This to your left. Zahas is to your left. He's in between you and Thundara right now. So you've got like Thundara, Zahas, you. In front of you, there's barely any of these guys left. There's like 1 in front of you, and the others are in front of Thundara. And there's 2 on fire. They're gonna die.
How many are in front of Thundara?
That would have 3.
3.
3. One of them who Welvrin hit did loads of damage.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna look to wait. Am I in attack of opportunity range for the one that's near me? If I run off.
No. You're all right. They're not in. You have to step forward basically to attack it. So you've got a dead tree in front of you, so you're good.
Okay. I'm gonna look to Thundara, and I'm gonna yell, "Thunder move 13!" And I'm gonna run over to her, and I'm gonna step into her hands, my feet into her hands.
Nice.
And I don't know if because like the rest of it is kind of her. I don't know if
yeah, this can be a joint turn.
A joint turn?
Yeah, a joint turn.
So
do I take over here?
Sure, if you want to. I feel like
if we're thinking about the same Thunder Move 13,
yeah,
then what I would do, looking back to our training together at the tribe, would be I'd start spinning you and carefully looking out to not launch you. I mean, I'm holding on to you and we're spinning. And
I'm gonna have my quarterstaff out and hit him with that, not my body.
I'm just making sure not to hit Zahas or the fire, but only the.
I mean,
you're just spinning your monk. If someone happens to get hit by it, then it's their fault.
Then it's their fault. Yeah.
I mean, in terms of the reach, your arms are going to be about 4 feet of reach. Attach Marcella's length of approximately 6 feet to that. So you're basically got a swing radius of about 10 feet around you.
Yeah, that's just what we want.
As you, I mean, I can tell you right now that within that radius, both Zahas and Welvrin are there.
We yell duck, and then I start spinning.
Welvrin,
very good,
Welvrin and
duck.
Zahas, dexterity saving throws from both of you.
We're about to get weed whacked.
But if she's tall, doesn't that just go over their heads?
No. Huh?
7.
7.
What was it? Dexterity?
Yeah.
Also a 7.
Okay.
Love Thunder Move 13.
Now,
It's
I
great.
want the attack of the quarterstaff, but also, Thundara, do your strength
Oh fuck! You guys
Uh,
are dead.
check. Do your strength with the modifier for me. I just need both numbers. in
With
my
the
head.
what modifier?
Just your normal strength. So like just do a strength check for me.
What was it called
What am
again?
I rolling?
The quarterstaff.
Thunder move
Thunder Move
13.
13.
Can we have like a little movement, like when you're like, I want to rage, and you have a cool movement? Can you have one for Thunder
I have-
Move 13, please? Like the Power
Thunder
Rangers.
Move 13.
Done. I like it.
Leaves flying everywhere.
It's like a Fire Emblem
They're secure.
overdrive.
They're secure.
I see there's like the two of them like Team Rocket. You know?
That's a 15 for my strength.
Okay, 15 for your strength. Marcella, what's your
What am I rolling?
your quarterstaff damage to hit? Sorry, to the quarterstaff
hit.
to hit. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Thunder Move 13 scared you, huh, Bubba? Can you go lay
This is
down?
gonna be in the
18.
lore.
18. Okay, yeah, it is definitely going to be in the law. We're writing this one down now.
The
How
best
That's
thing
great.
about this,
Can you do the
When
damage
is-
for me with the quarterstaff, Marcella?
they need to think of at
Since
least
I'm
12
doing it
other thunder
two-hand.
moves.
Yeah.
Can I do the 1d8 since I'd be holding it with
Yeah, yeah,
two hands and I'm
absolutely.
not
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
the
No, but
unarmed
yeah.
after?
She
Yep.
wants
Okay.
to kill you as much as
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah, fuck you a little bit.
7 plus 3. So
God
10.
damn it.
Okay, that's great.
These poor little things die with less than 10 times.
I know. So I can tell you now that those 3 that were in front of you, you managed to wipe them out, right? It's not difficult. You wipe them out. The other 2 that were on fire, you managed to push them into the last remaining one to set that one on fire too.
Teamwork.
Thunder Move 13
Yeah.
wipes out the remaining twig blights, but also does 10 damage to Welvrin and Zahas, who are knocked prone.
We yelled
Well-
duck!
Like,
And you.
thunder move.
Oh, no.
They put a donk on both
love
of you.
Thunder Move.
You're gone.
Slapped into the next life.
Oh, Jesus.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Well, you got rid of those fuckers.
Heck yeah.
Um,
What's coming in the distance?
Oh, yeah. So at this point, Peter runs back, and his face is like pale white. He's like, I've never seen this thing before, but it's approaching now. And he kind of points south. So if you were facing the twig blights, the edge of the clearing through the woods, directly in front of you, and you can hear the sound loud as if like things are being sort of like knocked over as it approaches, kind of like shuffling on the ground. Before you see it, you guys have an opportunity to, I guess,
Run away.
run away or gather some like or plan or anything like that.
I'm
Am I still
gonna
raging?
stand up, first of all, because I'm prone,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna grab Peter by the shoulders, and I'm gonna say, Peter, what's that coming over the hill? Is it a monster? Is it a monster?
He nods and this is unlike anything I've ever seen before. It's I can't even describe what I'm looking at. It's some huge plant creature, and it's headed right this way, which it is because you can hear it coming in.
Big is huge.
Would I be able to make a guess based on that description? The versed in plant stuff. Or ask for a description from him.
Okay, hold on a second. So you can do a check for me. Let me just. I think it would actually be a nature check in this situation, given
Could I
the nature
assist
of it.
with druidiness?
Yeah,
to
you
get
absolutely
advantage?
can.
Is that a magic thing?
Can I? do
No,
something while
just
they're
from
doing
his
that?
from his knowledge of being a druid.
Right.
Druids
What's your
know
nature?
things
check?
about nature.
Mine's a nature.
What's it?
What's your nature?
What is my nature? Oh, it's
Are you trained in it?
Yeah,
Or
he's
proficient?
I'm
proficient in
proficient,
nature, yeah.
which gives me +4 basically overall.
Oh yeah, I will give you advantage. Yours is higher than mine.
cool. So roll it with advantage.
8 + 4 is 12.
Is that the highest roll? 8.
That's the highest roll, yeah.
You recognize the thing. You've heard about it. You've never seen one before. You don't know much of the details, but you've definitely you recognize it. It's like maybe from like a drawing or something in one of the books that you've read. It was a book on various plants, so you know it's not necessarily it's not like the twig blights that have been sort of like created malevolently, but it's and you know it's strong, but you can't really remember much else about it.
How big is it?
It's considered large. So looking at it, it's bigger than Thundara.
But like, how much bigger?
Maybe a couple of feet bigger.
Okay.
I'd say if we're going to get into the large creature type, then yeah, probably a couple of feet taller than you even.
Am I still raging?
It will have ended because the turns have ended, so a minute's over. So
Okay. I would like to, while they're talking to Peter and trying to figure out what's coming, take any of the remaining bodies of the trees and anything that is tree-like on the ground and just toss it into the fire.
okay. Cool.
We
Just
want
make a giant bonfire.
Roaring giant bonfire.
Okay, cool.
Really wanted to know that we're here.
Or have
No, it's
lead
done.
to
I like it.
a
It's
fire.
done. A huge bonfire.
Huge bonfire.
Good. Good. This raging fire is now just like the dead bodies of your enemies. 20 of them just.
We're sending a message.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and... Well, no, I'm not going to try. I am going to say to Peter, if there is a possibility that any of my compatriots here may die, I may need to use something you do not want used.
Peter,
Can you live with this?
Peter is visibly kind of freaked out. If you do that, it will just cause more monsters here. It will only cause more trouble. You're not thinking about us. You're not thinking about our
What
town
if Nora
and our
is
survival.
the one who is dying?
Huh?
What if Nora is the one who is dying? I would happily use my abilities on her.
I would wish for her to live.
Then perhaps we can come to an agreement.
He looks at all of you and he's like, "Don't die."
Okay.
Mo, is it has the 4 hours, by the way, passed for me to have the rest of my medicine? Or
Oh
is
yeah, it would
still-
have by now, I would say. You traveled into the thing. It was only an hour left. So yeah, you can have more of your medicine.
Okay, so I do
Mm.
that. Does
How
it give me some health back?
Yeah.
how is Welvrin and
Hello?
Zehas doing after
Oh,
I have
the
a
stab?
solid
one
black
second.
eye.
Visibly banged up, but okay.
Okay. I would like to hand Welvrin the rest of the medicine that was in my pocket or my bag. Not Zehas, because he's a slippery motherfucker. And we've learned our lessons. But just that's in your possession now, and I don't want it.
Also,
Yeah.
I'm a little sturdier than Welvrin, I would imagine.
S-
Probably.
Yeah.
So, when it's time for you to take your next medicine, those 4 hours come up when this fight is over. The healing which you received, what made you feel better, what made you feel stronger, is gone. So you are back down to your original HP.
Okay, so
And then
one
if you,
health.
yeah, so then if you take your next dose of medicine,
Right.
then we will check that.
What do I do for that again?
I will do it.
Even lower.
9
Ooh.
temporary, an additional 9 temporary hit points.
That's one. No,
So you're running on empty, basically.
that's why I'm hiding up in a tree. Yeah.
You go
means-
back.
I came straight from a hospital.
Yeah, into this hell.
Back into the same battle.
Basically dragged out of the hospital
Yeah, literally. Drag that
by
last one.
strangers.
Carried on the back, brought here, where people are basically knocking out their own friends.
It's what I wanted to do. So yeah. Those pesky plants.
No regrets.
Okay.
What exactly did the mayor hire us for? Because I think that we killed what she hired us for.
Yeah. But you don't have to stay here. You're absolutely right. You can do whatever you wish.
What
We
does
are
Peter
not
want us to
leaving
do?
Nora.
Peter,
this-
Peter and Nora are going to stay and try and destroy this thing. Because
And
they
their
know that
home.
if they don't, it may attack other people.
Their home is
Thundara,
probably the first thing in the
I
path.
think we should stay and help.
Thundara, did you say that you wanted to take one of those potions as well, or did I mishear that?
Yeah, I was just handing the rest of what I had, like the bottle that I had, to Welvrin.
To Welvrin, okay.
What's
And I was gonna
Welvrin's-
drink it.
What's your health looking like, buddy?
Do you want a number?
Well, you can give me the number. You can't give other people the number. So yeah, you can
All
tell
right.
me, but everyone else just pretend you don't hear it.
I'm at 24 right now.
Okay.
And I see him take the medicine, and I throw a roll at his head and say, "Eat, bozo."
Are you crying over spilled milk?
Is he taking all of it?
I took damage and I'm less than you right now.
Oh shit! I
Well, you
forgot
don't know
about
that.
Yeah,
You don't
let's
hear the
help.
numbers. I think you look fine to me.
I forgot about your.
So hold on, Welvin. So wait, which one have you got? Which You've got the one from Thundara, right?
Yes.
Which is half. Is that right? It's half filled.
25
2 doses left.
2 doses left.
milliliters.
Cool. All right.
Oh, 25, yeah. Because some spilled.
Yeah.
It sure did.
So are you taking it? And how much are you taking?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if this is a good time to run an experiment or not.
You have work in the morning.
Because I'm asking because you were like, I'm downing it. So that's why I'm...
Yeah, that's the experiment that I'm thinking that I want to run.
I mean, he's proven that he's a little bit useless in a battle at the moment, so maybe it's not a horrible
Whoa.
thing if he's just...
Yeah, we're gonna send it.
Okay.
More.
Yeah, you take it down. That's cool.
Shot.
I throw another piece of bread at his head.
Can you
Just in
add 9 temporary hit points to your character?
Yes.
Cool.
God, Marcella was in a bad way.
So the
I'm
conversation
good.
that I had with Peter
Yeah.
when he said, "Don't die to everyone."
Yeah.
Can I do, because I didn't really reach a satisfactory.
Oh, go on. Yeah.
Does he get it?
He
kind of
he
thing.
gets it.
Okay.
He understands. He would rather it didn't happen, but you got him with the
Got
Nora
it.
thing.
Got it. Cool.
Yeah. Okay, so you're all sticking around.
Yep.
All
Nice.
right. You have a chance. You have maybe a couple of minutes before this creature enters the clearing where you are. You can get into positions, you can do what you want, you can go and attack, you can hide, you can surprise it or attempt to do anything you like. You have an opportunity to plan it now. We're going to keep the same turn order as
Say
before.
what you're gonna do? Make a plan.
There's not enough time to, I don't know, build stuff or
No.
rummage.
This
It's
isn't
just
Fortnite.
literally moving.
Fast
anybody
build in
have armor?
Fortnite. It's like no.
And where I'm still up at the tree, I assume.
You're still
right?
up in a tree, yeah.
And is it easily possible for me to just jump from branch to another tree and move along, sort of thing, or are they
I
very far apart?
mean, it's fine, but you'd have to do your acrobatics
dexterity
checks
rolls or
each
something.
one that you wanted to do. Possible.
How big that we made?
Sorry.
How big is the fire that we made?
I mean, that's hard to say. I mean, it's a bonfire. It's got
Burning
20.
bonfires.
You're burning 20 twig. So imagine burning 20 snickles.
Oh, so a huge, giant, raging fire. Yeah,
Mm.
that's what I'm going for.
No, it's not a huge, giant raging fire, but
Dip
it's
your
okay.
weapons in the fire.
Like, okay. Do we have time to make a bigger fire?
What I mean, you've got a couple of minutes. Whatever you can do in a couple of minutes.
Can someone get a torch and put it on the ground and make a line of
You
fire sort of thing? Or is that not enough time? Not possible.
No, you would be able to, but I think for this you would probably need oil or something.
There's
to
no
do it.
grass.
But you're in a clearing, so it's more muddy than it is not muddy as in wet mud, but yeah, it's
Rain
not
is
grassy, and hopefully, thankfully, it isn't, because otherwise, when Welverin threw that torch in the first place, you'd all been in trouble, mate.
That was my worry.
And this is me to the group. I was thinking we could lead him to the fire and get some
If-
damage on him.
If it's big, maybe we could topple it into the fire face first.
Ooh.
Quite big.
Dara's
It's,
like,
Go for the head.
spread
I like
across.
it.
what? Sorry, mate.
Feels quite big. Might need some strength for that, I meant to say.
All the way up in that tree at the other side of the.
I am gonna go back to the brush underneath where Snickle is. Create some distance.
Cool.
And kind of wait till this thing comes in, because I want to see what it is before I get too involved.
It's a javelin.
What's a javelin?
How long is a javelin?
That's a good question, actually. I guess it.
I
I
just
mean,
mean,
it
like,
wouldn't be a
6 feet.
long javelin that you
4 feet.
have.
Yeah.
While you look that up, I want to know what snickles means in Dutch.
I know. I'm looking at it. And I'm like, I've got Google.
I
open.
know. I'm like, I don't know what that means, and they're having a laughing
It's,
time.
It's what
By in
every
Dutch.
rude word means when you snigger at it. It's obviously a penis.
Yeah, sorry. This is just like throwing 20 nickels on a fire. Like, burn that wood, baby. Just. It's
God.
just funny. And I'm like,
I love it.
did you knowingly name your character like that? But it doesn't mean that in English, so I guess.
Oh no, it's just a random generator.
Is it?
And also sounds like Smeagol, so
Yeah.
Smeagol. I like.
Snickle.
Smeagol.
So I mean, thing is, a javelin, like a spear, it says here is about 2.5 meters, which is basically about as tall as you, Thundara. Just over 8 feet.
I asked Snickle, I guess, if how fast is it?
How fast
Like
is
a little
what?
fast creature? The creature that's coming at us, not the javelin.
Oh, right.
Sorry.
Yeah,
know how fast?
you can ask him. I believe it travels at like a speed of like normal people, like a bit slower than your standard person, but not like super slow. So it's coming.
You could outrun it.
Yeah.
Okay. My thinking is, and I do like using my big old noggin. What if we use my javelin, or if somebody has a rope, we could hide behind some trees and trip it and use Welvern as bait, so it falls into the fire.
Good. A
I
trap.
have
It's a
50
trap.
feet of rope.
Do you want I can tie it to an arrow and shoot it somewhere?
So if you, as you're looking, because you can see it, Snickle, you can see that it's not. Oh, it's tricky.
Basically doesn't have legs.
Yeah, it's quite. It doesn't really have legs. It's kind of like.
Maybe share a picture of it in banter?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like, can I see this creature now? Or
You
is it
can
from my
see this
knowledge?
creature now, so I'll show you what it looks like. Kind of does, but doesn't. It can change shape, really.
It's a.
Oh, that's not the right one. Hold on.
Is it formed of many creatures?
Copy. Oh, why is it not pasting? That's what it
There's
looks
a
like.
person inside
Person
it.
in it.
Yeah, I mean, that's just an image of one that's consuming someone.
Probably trapped.
Okay.
Oh.
Vines.
Person. It's funny.
Wow.
That could be you.
Oh gosh.
So you could probably shut down the idea of it, of tripping it over.
I think that's possible. It's too
weird.
Looks like it's-
too weird.
Too weird to be tripped over.
They call it a vine.
Does it look very flammable?
Sorry, what?
Can't Snickle just like, Snickle, why don't you just start shooting fire arrows at it right now from here?
Yeah, I got long range. I could.
Could.
But he's gonna come straight for me, for us, who was hiding under the tree as well.
Oh, I thought you were still in the tree.
So it has to. So the clearing, and now has a big fire in it.
So is he like
To
ahead
get to you.
of me? Is he on the other side coming towards the clearing, or is he like left, right behind us?
It's the other side. So literally opposite you as far as it can be. But like through the trees, it would be difficult to aim until it comes into the clearing.
Yeah.
Make your plans quickly, guys. Is this thing is now gonna be approaching in just under a minute.
And it's only Snickle who can see it at the moment.
Yeah, Snickle and Nora.
Because they're short?
No, because they're up in the
They're in
trees.
trees.
Oh, I
I-
thought we said that he wasn't in a tree.
I think we should use some sort of evasion tactics to get it to chase after one person, and other people try to get it from range and constantly keep it moving.
That's a good idea.
Because
Who's
we can
fastest?
outrun it. It's not. I can see it's not that fast. But the further we stay from it, I think the safer we will be. And I would be shooting
The
fire
center
arrows
of
at it from
town.
It looks kind of like more mossy. I don't know if
Yeah.
fire will work. Because isn't mossy more like wet?
Mm.
Moss burns.
Moss burns.
Derek's from Oregon. He would know.
just planting
Well
thoughts.
then.
Who's
I
fast-
like that idea though. Us
Yeah, keep it moving.
circling around it and kind of like having it go back and forth, hopefully.
Well, I have nothing I can
Is
do
it-
at range.
Is it a
I
stupid
barely have
creature?
anything I can do at close.
The only things I have
Same.
with range are magic. So
The only thing that I have, yeah, my Kajim is the only thing that I can do at range.
Is it an intelligent creature, or is it just like the other things but bigger?
You're not
And
gonna know
moss.
at this point unless you try and have a conversation with it.
We come in peace.
we
As there's
could
20
try
burning
to talk
bodies.
to it first. Maybe we would get information. Maybe that's what we should start doing too, is try not to kill everything. That way we can start questioning stuff.
Mossy, stop talking batshit crazy.
Sounds like you nominated yourself as the runner.
He just
Right,
burned
right,
his
guys,
friends. I mean,
Hurry up, make a decision because we're going to be entering initiative.
Whoever's
in a
got
moment.
torches, you can always light and throw them. But if you don't have torches, maybe you are the bait.
I have torches. I think we all have,
Have a
torches, don't we?
torch. I'll be bait. I'll go in there.
Well, can't we all just like kind of pick a spot in the trees and like as it's nearing one of us hiding, the other one can be like,
We could all hide
throw
and
rocks.
ambush it for a surprise as well, I suppose.
All of these
I like
options
that.
are true.
Yep, 2
Now make
attacks
now
each,
make a
sort of
decision
thing.
on one thing. Go.
Well, I'm already in the brush.
Yeah,
What if
okay,
we
everyone
have-
hide for an ambush, and then we'll run away if things go bad, or just run away entirely if things...
What if we have one person not hide
Kim. I mean Marcella.
and
I-
sort of stand as bait on this side of the fire, and as it approaches, try and tell it to go away?
And knock it into the fire.
will
if
do
things
it.
Go south.
I will do
Bonk
it. I
Okay,
start marching.
You're going to tell
Wait,
it
So
to
the
go
town
away.
is under the protection of Vagjazzle, and
Mo, would I be able to
Marcella, you try to
know if
reason
this
with it while
creature
it
can
comes
even
after.
talk?
No, not right now. So you're all
where's-
hiding, and Marcella's going to go and talk to it. Is that what's happening?
well,
Yeah.
the rest of us,
Yeah,
I think
that's-
we position ourselves so that if the moment that looks like it's not worked, we can all bombard it.
Okay. That's your plan?
Where's?
It's
Can I ask where
a good
Nora
idea.
is?
Nora's up in a tree to the
I mean,
west,
yeah.
to the left of Snickle.
Okay.
And Peter is with you guys now.
Okay. Marcella, did you say you had an idea?
I haven't seen the mayor though, right? I've
Mm.
never, because I did technically.
you
wasn't
haven't seen
with
the
them
mayor,
when they
no.
won that. Man,
But we told
like,
you
there isn't a
about it.
picture of her somewhere.
Not that you've come across.
Okay, never mind.
I mean, you could ask us what she looks like.
And be like, it
Describe
doesn't
it.
look like that monster. The mayor does not look like that monster.
Pinocchio.
Okay, I was gonna
You've got it's okay. So
changeling into the mayor, but I can't do that. I've
Oh,
never
you
okay.
seen
don't know
that.
what she
No.
looks like. Yeah, that's true. What if everyone just give you a description, then you turn into the most cursed looking thing of all time?
She will pose.
And it probably still looked better looking than the mayor. No.
Oh gosh.
She was fancy. To be honest, guys, we've got like 10 minutes left, right, of this session. There's no way you're going to actually get into this fight. So if you want to spend the next few minutes actually planning a bit more, you can do. And we will finish it up going into this battle for the next session.
Is that going to be next week?
It will be next week. The week after there will be no session, but next week there will be a session.
No, usually it is
In that
3
case, Zahas is going to put his sword away and turn around and walk away.
Just run away.
He's like, that hit to the head took its toll on me, but that's okay because someone else may tag team in for next week, so that's not a problem. Which then actually makes me think next week, which is going to be the 20th, who is available?
Mhm.
I'll be around
Fine.
probably for the next 2 weeks, but then the 2 weeks after that, I'll be away.
Well, the 27th, we won't be doing D&D because I won't be
Okay.
here. So the 27th is not going to be a session, but the next week is. So you guys all, otherwise, other than Zahas, you guys will all be here, right? So then we
Yeah.
may get Tan and we may get Kaser in as well, which will be good. We'll have to see
Yeah.
what their availability is like. But you can still think about what you want to do, but if you're happy with this plan.
Here's a canon way to deal with that. Zahas is going to say, I won't
I'm gonna
be-
get help.
well, no, not going to get help. I won't be much use in a fight, but I can go to the village and warn the people that a big threat is coming and that they should take shelter.
I like it.
The bachelor party.
Yeah, arm wrestle, dude.
And
What, the one who broke their
Yeah.
arm? The one whose,
Fine.
Or the other
whose strong
hunter or
arm is
something.
broken now.
Surga, she's tough.
She is tough.
She'll be there.
She
she'll
would
be
be
there.
there even with a broken arm. She wouldn't give a fuck.
Hell yeah.
Okay. I like that. Zahas goes to get help.
Cool. Cool.
So...
Goes to Surga when there's a stronghold, but sure.
He's never been to the stronghold. He doesn't know.
That's true. That's true.
So are you guys good for us to pick it up from there next week?
Yeah.
How did you find your first battle?
Too easy.
It was way
Shut
too
up,
easy.
shut up.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, that was really hard.
Welford needs new dice. Zahas, I mean, okay.
I said it in Thundara, boy.
I mean, in terms of awards going out, I think Zahas gets the laziest award. That was the best. fight move
I
I've ever seen.
gave Marcella her staff back so that
No,
she
but
could
I mean,
kill
in terms
all those
of
other
like,
ones.
lazy kill award goes to you.
Oh, okay.
Right? 'Cause that was just, it's like just brush them with some fire. That's all good.
A little bit blowing. Catch fire.
Yeah. That was absolutely brilliant. I mean, I think the badass bitch move definitely goes to Marcella for punching a twig blight to
That was
death
hardcore.
after losing her balance and falling over.
Yeah.
That's good. And I mean, the reckless attack, ironically, not ironically, but aptly, goes to Thundara and Marcella for complete stupidity.
But also, Thunder Move 13.
Thunder
Hello.
move. Yeah, that's it. Reckless attack. It's like the most.
Yeah, you've got to think of 12 more because
I
I will be
started.
asking.
Yeah, me
I
too.
started thinking and I started writing some stuff down.
Oh my god! I love it.
Yeah.
Are they all going to
Laura
be
is
like
saying-
the same?
Laura's saying, I
Yeah.
especially love the part where you fucked each other up instead of the enemy.
It was
Yeah,
great.
can't heal you. Let's do 10 damage to the weakest people in the party.
Should have ducked.
Oh,
I I feel like that can't be pinned on us. We said duck.
Oh, it wasn't my turn.
You should have preemptively assumed that you'd need to duck and already crap.
Of course.
Oh my god.
Brilliant. Well, thanks everyone for watching. We'll be back next week, same time, for session 5 and the next battle. Other than that, I think we're good. I will be back streaming on maybe Tuesday, so let's see if that happens. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.